Usually what I start off by doing is giving folks that are open-minded to other streams of revenue a list of revenue streams that have caught my attention over the last 12 months and provide me sort of what I would describe my magic wand lifestyle to be. Basically geographical mobility. Go anywhere, anytime, leave whenever I want, stay as long as I want, and be generous and selfish and not worry about price tags. What does that basically tell you? If I reverse engineer that response, it means I better find a way to work online, which means I can essentially rule out any way of making money that requires me to be somewhere. That's a lot of businesses. That's a lot of income streams, right? If I wanted to be involved in, say, opening a brokerage and running a real estate company, that would be an extremely difficult thing to do if I want to just pick up and leave any old time. Can't exactly get in the car and drive around and show people's houses if I don't want to be certain places and have obligation like that. So geographical mobility was number one on my top priority list, which means all the links that I send are like, hey, for somebody that wants geographical mobility, because I have not met one person yet that doesn't at least fall into the category of, I want to be able to go anywhere, anytime, stay as long as I want, and be generous and selfish and not worry about price tags. Everybody wants that. Now, your version might be, well, I've got my kid brother, he happens to be a great soccer player, I'd love to just be able to go to his games. It might be, I have grandkids, I really just want to be able to spend time with them. It might be, I want to travel the world. It might be, I want to live on a boat. That's all semantical, right? Those variations are logistical. That's the overarching summary of go anywhere, anytime, to me, meant I needed to be online. To me, it meant I personally needed to be online. That might not be true for you. So what we have to do first and foremost is understand, what do you really want, right? You want a house in Pasadena. I got that. Great. That's one great goal. What else, right? What does an ideal lifestyle look like for you? Because we always want to prioritize lifestyle before earnings potential. I don't care about 5 million a year, 10 million a year if you're telling me I got to go into this office and wear this suit and tie every day. I don't care about your money at that point. Deal breaker. Lifestyle first. Always. So we have to understand what ideal lifestyle means to you. And then I share this list of links just to start planting seeds in your mind, right? Things that have caught my attention, that have sort of appealed to me from a lifestyle standpoint that I could do from anywhere. Just to give you some concepts. And then from there, we start to sort of dig into other people's content and channels in order to land on things where we're like, oh, damn, I could see myself doing that. Like that connects with me in some way, right? I can feel it. I can feel, physiologically, I'm kind of excited about that little idea right there, right? I could picture myself doing it. And then from there, we start to hone in on that. And maybe there's 3 of those, maybe there's 5 of those, right? And we start to pick apart each one. And like I said, the best objective at that stage is to run to the deal breakers. We've got to find the deal breakers as fast as possible before we invest more time than we need to, and certainly before we invest any money. Most of the time we can find those deal breakers before a single dollar is spent, just by doing the research. And the way we do that is figure out, what the hell is this person that's making this kind of money doing this? What are they doing all day, every day, right? What is their collection of tasks? What is their collection of tasks? Well, you can do anything. I mean, within reason. I mean, you maybe can't play for the NBA, but I'm just saying, we can all learn. You can learn how to edit a video, right? That stuff is all simple. You just have to get in and practice it. Now, you may say, dude, I don't have a creative bone in my body. I can't really see myself wanting to outsource this thing. I don't want to work with anyone else. Or you might say, I don't want to be on the phone. If you don't want to be on the phone, that rules out a huge percentage of business opportunities. And that's okay, totally acceptable. I've found plenty of examples of ways that you can make unimaginable amounts of money and not have to be on the phone. You might say, I don't want to be on camera. I'm too shy, be too uncomfortable. And I would say, great. We just know that means that's a deal breaker. Well, what if we're digging into an idea and you really like it, but then you find out, well, I got to be on the phone for 5 hours a day and I don't want to be a phone guy. Deal broken. You see what I mean? So we're trying to just sort of pick where your strengths are complemented with the opportunity. But I can't tell you what to do. I can't just be like, dude, it's too bad. You got to be on the phone 5 hours, man. I know you refuse to do it. You hate it, but that's going to be your new life because that's where the money is. And that's why I can never tell you where your next business opportunity is. All I can do is help you identify that, and collectively we start narrowing it down, and then we get to work And we scale it up to a point where you solve the short-term net cash flow equation. You start putting thousands more every month into the bank, and then we buy real estate. And real estate's a lot easier when you're doing it in that order.